I'm gonna try to look good.
It's so hard. Even the models they sent.
Look,
I don't know, Zach, if you look through that posing guide.
This is too cool for school.
I sent you guys the posing guide.
Gosh. I really like that. That's super neat.
So now you guys can see yourself.
So we're like, are we already live?
Oh yeah,
you're live right now.
We are live. So we're testing out all this new cool stuff.
But now you can see yourself.
Look, and I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
Hi guys.
So good morning, everybody. It
Hi
is.
Mom. Hi Dad.
Hey, Dad. You like to thank them? Thank your mom and dad.
Oh yeah, thank you. It looks like we were on like some cool little swivel right there, but I don't know if we are.
Yeah,
that's cool. And we're Facebook Live, right?
Yes, we are. So good morning.
Technology. Good morning.
It is Friday, and it's almost, what is today, like the 29th, right?
Yes.
And one thing that's, I think, what was the first day of spring? Was just like a week or so ago. But I think probably my favorite part, and today actually, just for the show, we're going to talk about 3 things that we might come up with 4 or 5, but 3 things you will not hear at Bob Book Chevrolet that you could hear at other dealers. And we're also going to talk about some things at the end about how your past successes and your failures and your mentors actually are paving the way for other people to be successful, depending on how you look at it. Yeah. So, but the cool thing is that now it is actually stays light until like 8 o'clock. And that really freaked me out last night when we were leaving work. I thought we were like getting off early and it was Friday and we were going to close it early, but it was.
Say something about live on YouTube.
Yes. And make sure this is our first time that we are doing live on YouTube. So make sure you check out our YouTube channel. That is Bob Hook Chevy. That's our YouTube page, right? And we got some really awesome videos about our cars and different things on there.
Hit the like and the subscribe button and comment when you can on either format, whether it's Facebook Live or YouTube.
Yes, for every comment, we're still going to be giving away those goodie bags, like with we call it a goodie bag, but the thing that has the hat and the Yeti cooler, I can't say it's a Yeti cup. It's kind of it's
like that.
Like a Yeti cup. It's not exactly, but it works just as good. My stuff stays cold all day in that thing. So some really nice stuff in there. So if you just share. If you share this and make a comment, we will give you one of those. Somebody came by and picked theirs up last week, and they brought us some sweets. No, that's not it. No, that's my old coffee cup right there.
I'm a little sad though.
Why?
I got my bracket, and my bracket is totally cracked right now. I had 14 of the 16 Sweet 16 teams, and I just got demolished last night. So there's that. You say you watched that Virginia game or no?
I did watch it. It was very boring, but also shows how they kind of put their will on people that are used to playing a different way, man. They just slowed them down. Like, they score like 40-something points, and Oregon's always scoring a lot of points. But mine's still good. So it just proves, like, I don't even really watch basketball. In my bracket, I won last year, and I'm going to win this year.
Wait, you won last year?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, and it took me about 30 seconds to fill my bracket out. I just recalled a couple of cool points somebody else made, and I heard somebody say this and that, and guess what?
I'm over here Googling this, or this.
Yeah,
and I'm just like,
there's too much emotions involved in this stuff, and you're doing like really people forget they're like kids. Really,
more emotions when they're little.
Most of my kids are older than most of these people, you know.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you had a couple of cool facts you were going to share today.
Well, Sam Walton was born on this day in 1918, so that was like 101 years ago. For those of you guys who don't know who Sam Walton is, he was the founder of Walmart. Then the other thing we were talking about, and people are probably just going to think I'm completely nerdy, but I think it's really neat because it shows about how hard these people in ancient times probably worked at one point in time. But some farmers in China in 1974 found 8,000 clay sculptures of people that were dressed in army gear. And they were basically guarding the emperor of China in his tomb.
So they were like detailed enough that you could see that they were in.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. And I'll show you a picture later.
All right.
And also I'll share it to the page too, because it's pretty cool looking. And to think that they did every little intrinsic detail on every 8,000 of them. Imagine how many people were working on that at one point in time.
I know how they did it. My wife watches this a lot. Those UFO people.
Definitely the UFO people.
It was.
They were involved. They probably petrified them or something. They were just standing there and just.
The more I watch, the more I believe. I guess I used to think that was crazy, but the more stuff I see. What's that show with it's called Project Blue Book?
Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, so I'm starting to like. I think I actually had a picture of a flying saucer the other day in my backyard.
Yeah, you think you did.
I showed it to you.
Yeah, I saw the picture.
I wouldn't have thought that 2 months ago.
I think you're crazy. Just kidding.
It is kind of crazy, but it makes sense. I mean, I don't know. We may not be the only people. I'm okay with
No, I think it'd be weird to think that we weren't.
Yeah.
But that's okay. You know, I wonder if aliens buy cars.
I don't think they're cars though.
They're saucers.
They're saucers. Yeah,
Chevy
like
saucers.
Chevy
saucers.
saucers. Yeah.
Be like a bolt maybe, where the wheels kind of come up and just take off.
Yeah.
So, all right, now we were trying to think of this, and actually, I was driving with my wife the other day because I always try to get a perspective from like someone that's not obviously us in the car business that we're doing every day, and just like a customer's view, like what are some things that you really don't like to hear, or some strange. We really had a hard time coming up with it. So
yeah.
actually, for us, it wasn't hard because there are things that people say. So one of the things that I think that, well, I know you will never hear at Bob Hook Chevrolet, and I can't say never because I thought about this, but sometimes you'll go to a place and you're working your deal and you get the deal and they'll say, well, it's, you know, this is a now deal. You can't get this deal any other time. If you don't do it today, or if you don't do it right now, then you can't have this price. So I thought about that. We would never say that, but there is a time that we would say that, and that would be like Monday when all of these crazy rebates end on Chevrolets, like 21%, like $8,000 off Equinoxes and thousands of dollars off Impalas and Silverados. But Monday when we close, we actually would have to say we do not know if you can still get this price.
Right.
Because that's not up to us.
It isn't up to us.
Now on a used car, we don't say that. Why would you say that?
You don't have to.
I mean, like if I could do it today at lunchtime, why couldn't I do it tomorrow at lunchtime? It's a used car. It's the same car at the same cost with the same people, right?
And we'd like for that person to buy that car, but I mean, they're going to buy it through speed too. So
yeah,
we can't really tell them to do one thing or another.
To do it now.
I know why you couldn't.
Why?
'Cause somebody could have bought it.
They could buy the car
Someone else
before
would
they're
buy it.
gone.
Absolutely.
And that really does happen these days. I mean, with the internet, more times than not, when people come in, I remember one day we had like 3 people here in the same car, and all 3 of them were from out of town. It was like Tennessee, Ohio, and then a perfect Hoosier, because that's where all the good people live.
Yeah.
Where did they find you?
You know, that's actually
Indiana.
one thing that I say though too.
Where did they find you?
They actually went to, believe it, we get a lot of people that come here because of the reviews, and they do a lot of research, and a lot of people that come here from out of town are, first they find the price and they're excited about the price. But the next part of it is they go through, like they may visit our Facebook page or just go to Google and Google our reviews. And when they see the reviews, they're like, this is a place we want to do business. Because if you go to our Facebook page, you can see we got people that dance here. These guys have been around a long time. So it's pretty awesome.
Dang it. Now you made me remember something.
What?
I got to do it. Give me a second.
I'm not
Continue.
going to give you a second. All right.
What was the thing? Hey, how much is my trade worth?
Yes, that's another way. So that's another thing people ask. And luckily we don't have one because I couldn't really probably show it to you properly. But on our worksheet, everything is broke down. So when you get a price in the car, you actually have, for one, everybody gets the internet price. So you don't have to worry about, maybe you came in and to look at a car and you switched to another car and you didn't see that car online. Our price sheets from our salespeople are directly from our website. So every person that comes in gets the internet pricing. So just because maybe you're not an internet person, maybe you don't, we have some older people that don't really get on the internet come in, but when they get the price, they get the price that everybody gets. Everybody gets the same price. We don't hope that you didn't see it online and we can raise it up a little bit. You're going to get the internet price.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So how about Screencast-O-Matic to show them how to do that? What's my trade worth? Remember I showed you that? Could you do that?
I could do that maybe later.
Yeah, later.
Yeah,
not
that
right
would be
now.
a good video. Yeah, I could do that. I tried to do a homemade one, but it didn't work.
Yeah, because older people use computers too.
They do. Actually, remember we had a guy here not too long ago that was like 90. I thought it was your customer. He had his iPhone out and he was sitting there like Googling our price to make sure it was right. Literally, he was like 91 years old.
Yeah.
And he wanted to make sure we hooked up to Bluetooth and he could use all this stuff on his phone. I was like,
Granddaughter told
that was
him.
cool.
That is awesome.
He was sharper than I was actually. My 15-year-old helps me with my stuff. So that's one thing. And so your sheet is literally, we break it down on the price sheet, right?
Yeah.
So when you're presenting the price sheet, how do you go through that? What do you show them, like from top to bottom?
Yeah. So we'll show you, for example, I'm just going to go towards a new car for right now. We'll show you the MSRP of the vehicle. we'll show you what our invoice price is right there, and then less the rebates that a person qualifies for.
Right.
Then on top of that, there's your dealer fee, which is $289.40. Then you get taxed. Now, the only exception where you wouldn't get taxed are in state, or if you're from a state that's not reciprocal to us.
Yeah.
So then we'll show taxes, and then right below that we'll show your trade value, and then right below that we'll show you what your trade payoff is, and then you'll have your bottom line. That'll all be in black and white, and then from there, what you'll see is a grid with payments. A grid with payments.
Here's your grid, folks.
Yeah, here's your grid. But it's more like I'll just point. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. I'm just kidding. But then we'll show them the payments, and we'll make it as easy as possible for them to buy a vehicle.
Yeah. So it's very easy, and the payments are usually pretty accurate because we get the credit app.
Mm-hmm.
So we try to be as accurate as possible. But there are some places. I mean, you can literally hide in the price of the car. You can hide the rebates as you can show it as a trade. I mean, there's so many different tricks. Main thing is make sure you look at the bottom line, and that's another thing that we were talking about was. Do you have any hidden fees? I mean, a lot of people ask that. What other fees do we have? So we basically have one fee. It's $289.40. There are places that have zero. I mean, we're not going to say ours is the least expensive in the world, but there's also some that are over $1,000. But that is the only fee, and that is disclosed up front. A lot of times you'll go in and they'll say, well, this is the price of the car, this is your sales tax, but there's some other, if there are any other fees, they'll go over that with you in the business office. So you kind of agreed to something you think is exciting and a fair deal. Right. But once you get in there, all of a sudden it's like, where did this other $1,000 come from? And hopefully, I guess the thought process is that you're so far along in the sale and you're so excited about getting your car and you're finally getting things finished up that you'll just agree to it and go ahead. So, but for the most part, I mean, we don't want to knock any dealers. We don't do that because there's a lot of good people, a lot of good dealers around. So we're just saying these are things that you can look for. When you're getting a deal, make sure you're getting the best of them. And if you see anything else out there, like if there's something that we can do better, is even not just us, maybe another car dealer watches our show. But if there's something that we can do to make it better, just type something in the comments. What is something that you really dislike or that you've run across that you don't like as far as the car buying process? Yeah. And we will use that because obviously we can't get better without you all and your thoughts. So we want to do that too.
We're constantly trying to improve, I think that's a good thought to have though too. I don't care what type of dealership it is.
Yeah, that's why we're doing this, right?
Exactly.
I mean, we're trying to at least give you hopefully some tips to help, and hopefully we can earn your business by coming here. But if nothing else, hey, you'll learn something. And we can't sell everybody because we don't have enough people to sell everybody in town.
No,
right? We can't sell every car.
No.
So if you have to buy somewhere else, hey, make sure you just pay attention to some of these tips. All right. So that was that. So. And getting close to wrapping up, something we were going to mention though earlier because we've talked about our pricing and all that, but we are, and maybe we might do a walk deal at some point, so watch for that. But we are literally a full service dealership. Yes. And I was thinking about that yesterday because it's like when people come in here and look for parts, they don't realize they have to go up the hill, which isn't far. It's easy, guys. You can walk there. I walk up there several times a day. It's not like it's 10 miles, but we have a huge parts department up there, and I don't go in there a lot, but when you go in there, they have a lot of like performance parts and things. Obviously, a lot of people have like old Camaros and a lot of Chevy street rod stuff, but they can order just about anything up there. Huge parts department. But then as you come back behind that, we have an in-house detail shop, which we offer. Actually, you can bring your car in and get it detailed. That's something we also offer for our customers, besides doing our own cars.
That's pretty new too.
Yeah. We just built that. That's something we're growing. So they built that, add that on. Then you come down, swing by and see Jennifer's Body Shop. If you had an accident, you can fix that. You can get your parts up there for your engine. You can stop by and get your fender fixed. And then you come down here, and if you want to trade it in after you fix it all up nice for us, you can do that too.
Yeah,
we appreciate that, right? That'd be cool. We got it clean, fixed, new parts, and I got a nice trade, right? So we can do that.
I like that.
So getting close to wrapping up here, so everybody can get back to doing what they're doing. I was watching the show this morning, and I still don't remember this. If you know who this guy coached for, you can tell me. It's actually a little show I watch in the morning. It's Rise and Grind, so I'll give them a little shout out so I don't think I just stole their idea. But they were interviewing a guy named Michael Burke. Does anybody know who Michael Burke coached for? Girls basketball. Won a national championship. I don't remember, but now he's like an entrepreneur and he's like a speaker and a coach. He helps build business. But he was asking the guy that was hosting the show, he's like, so how do you think the host asked him, like, so if you were grading me, how do you think I'm doing? and this guy's been through a whole lot of stuff, right?
Mhm.
He learned to come down ways. He said, your life experiences, your successes, your failures, everybody that you've been mentored by, all of those things are important. How you've actually paid for my success. So if we take the things that sometimes we think when we go through things like, there's things I can talk to you about because I've been through it. So if I see you struggling with something, or especially like as a father with your kids, we can say there's some things as a mentor of leadership. I can say, no, your kid though.
What did you tell
My
me?
kid never used the bathroom. I never got to pee in my mouth. That's all right. What did you tell me?
What did you tell me? The other day? You said, I'm old enough to be your dad.
I am.
And you said, well, Alyssa's 31.
Yeah.
So, and I'm only 28. So
Brandon's 26. Probably older. How old are you, Zach?
27.
How old are you?
30.
See, I'm a kid. I actually have a kid older than everybody in this room.
Yeah.
So my past
31
experiences and
soon.
successes could really help.
yes.
I have a microwave older than me.
You do? Well, one of the guys out there this morning, he's like 63, and he was shocked because he said, I have socks older than you, Mike. And I said, no, actually, I have socks older than you because they're like hand-me-downs. I was just kidding. I don't.
Oh,
I have
gross.
63-year-olds.
He's so gross.
Wonder if they were probably just still like nice cotton socks in 60 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know. Right?
Probably.
So anyway, in thinking of that stuff that we go through, things that but it doesn't mean it's not bad stuff. You go through, life's not like all bad. There's a lot of great things, but also you get mentored by people. So as you go throughout with your kids, or anyway, just if you take those experiences and you learn from them, you really are helping other people grow.
Yes.
Just like the Hooks, we talked about that, right? Mr.
Mr.
What would he be like? Bob Hook Sr.?
Yes.
I get so confused about that.
What are you talking about? A senior?
We were
or
talking about
junior?
this the other day.
Yeah.
No, I get confused. I mean, I got B3. So you got Bob Jr., dad that's here, right? But his dad. So I guess that would be Bob Sr., right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You were saying that he.
I wasn't fortunate enough to see him, but I did used to see him at the auction. I think I've seen him around before. But he learned and he started this business, and he made sacrifices and successes in order that Bob Hook Jr. could do the same, right? And he went through the same thing, struggled. I mean, there's always ups and downs and different things. And he learned, and now that's Bob B3,
Yeah.
B3, and David and Lauren are also doing those same type things. So we're actually benefiting from all of their past experiences and their successes and failures as a dealership. All of our 150 or 200 employees are benefiting from that.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty cool. And we do that every day with people around us.
Yeah.
We can do the same thing. Don't have to be big. We don't have to have a dealership, but you can do that at the grocery store, right? You can do that anywhere.
And I always just say, just be nice in general, because you never know what a person's going through. So
You are
That really
nice.
helps.
You're always pretty nice.
I gave Max a cookie the other day.
Really nice.
That's really nice. Nobody's going to
That's
get
where
my
I'm
cookie.
mean.
But no, it's funnier because Kristen saw me give Max a cookie and she goes, what is this, upside down world? And I'm like, no, Max appreciates these cookies.
Well, and we would see you eat your lunch every day. You
Yeah,
enjoy, you like food.
I do love
You
food.
do. I'm surprised you gave up.
I love food.
So anyway, we're getting, we're right about 20 minutes. So we're going to get off here. But we hope you guys have an awesome weekend. Don't forget, we do still have many, many rebates. Make sure you hit the subscribe button on Bob Hook Chevy YouTube page. April Fool's is coming up Monday,
Mm-hmm. We
right?
might have something
No,
special
is
planned.
it Monday
for
or
you.
Sunday? Monday.
Monday. We might have something special planned for you. We're
Yeah.
not sure.
The Fool's part, we got that down.
Yeah, you're
We
looking
can
at
do
one.
that. We got that. So just remember, have an awesome weekend. Remember, you were created to be great. You have everything you need to be great. So now let's all go be great.
You know
Thank
what's
you.
weird? You
What?
can't tell me to push the button anymore.
I know. I'm gonna let him
Because we
push
got
the
him
button.
pushing the button.
Just hit that
Yeah,
finish.
push the button.
Push the button
Push this one, and then I gotta push this one too.
and push that one.
Woo! I'm so excited. I can't find you on Instagram.
I don't have Instagram.
I can